Hey guys, Austin Lee at Schoenherr Roofing here. Today we're going to be talking through 4 common types of flat roofing materials and which would be the best to choose for your home or business based on their pros and cons. So we'll dive right in. The first one I want to talk about is EPDM roofing, or also referred to as rubber roofing. This is a highly durable rubber roof membrane. It's usually black, and it's known for its affordability, its longevity, and weather resistance. EPDM is going to generally be the most cost effective of the 4 options we're going to talk about today, ranging anywhere from $350 to $1250 per square foot for materials and installation. EPDM's been around a really long time, and as a pro, the roofs can last up to like 25 to 30 years. They're really resistant to weather, except in super extreme cases. They can expand and contract with temperature changes without cracking or splitting when they're properly installed. So it makes them a really good option against areas with high thermal shock. And they require minimal maintenance. They can often come with like 25 to 30 year warranties. Cons are that you have limited aesthetic options. They do make white EPDM, but it's a little bit more expensive. It's vulnerable to punctures, so like if your HVAC techs are up there, you commonly have to go to service units on the roof. EPDM is probably not a great option. It's not super chemical resistant, so if you run like a restaurant or you have a grease trap or something up on the roof, any sort of chemicals that find their way on the roof, they can eat through the EPDM and obviously cause penetrations where water can get into the building. While EPDM does great with temperature fluctuations, when exposed to extreme heat and extreme UV, it can often become brittle, dry out, and start to crack, especially around seams and penetrations on the roof. The next roofing material I want to talk about is called TPO roofing, or thermoplastic olefin. It's one of the most popular flat roofing materials on the market right now. Some of the advantages of it are it's known to be very energy efficient because that white sheet is a reflective surface. It can efficiently resist UV radiation, chemicals, and punctures. It's flexible, so it can accommodate building shifts or temperature changes without cracking or splitting. And it comes in a variety of different color options. It's generally white. It can come in gray or tan. TPO typically ranges anywhere from $5 to $14.50 per square foot. It's more expensive than EPDM. It's generally regarded to be a bit more durable. It holds up better under extreme heat, and it's also widely revered for its energy efficiency and durability. TPO is ideal for commercial buildings in hot climates, structures that require a lightweight roofing solution, and buildings aiming for energy efficiency certifications. Cons of TPO roofing: you really need to pick a good quality TPO product with a high mill thickness. There's a lot of variance in TPO, and super thin TPO sheets that budget manufacturers produce can often be pretty low quality. Additionally, if the TPO doesn't have a high enough mill thickness, like EPDM, it can be very vulnerable to punctures, tears, splitting when people are up on the roof servicing units or walking around. Additionally, TPO does require some skill in installation, especially where it needs to be welded at the seams. So you need to make sure you're working with an experienced installer if you're deciding to put on a TPO roof. The next roofing system we're going to talk about is PVC roofing, or polyvinyl chloride. PVC is known for its durability. It's another single ply, typically white sheet roofing material like TPO, and it's commonly used for flat and low slope roofs. It's known for its strong waterproofing, resistance to chemicals and fire, and UV radiation. So TPO and PVC are very comparable in their lifespan, durability, installation conditions, but the primary difference for like a PVC roof is that it's known to be very chemical resistant, fire resistant, and durable. Some of the other pros of PVC roofing are its strong seams. So the heat welding of the seams creates like really strong, almost monolithic single roof system when it's installed correctly. And its chemical resistance, again, like if you have a restaurant, something with a grease trap, or something that has some sort of like chemical exhaust from the building, PVC can be a really strong option because it's super chemical resistant. PVC typically has a marginally higher cost than EPDM or TPO. Additionally, there are environmental concerns around PVC in terms of its production and disposal. It's not as easily recycled as a TPO or an EPDM roof would be. Additionally, PVC can shrink over time and needs a little bit more attention when it comes to routine maintenance and repairs. A PVC roof is typically going to run you anywhere from $6 to $17 per square foot for materials and installation. The last roofing system I want to talk about is standing seam metal roofing. So standing seam metal roofing is a high performance, durable, and weather resistant metal roofing system. It features raised seams that run along the vertical panels and allows for like a sleek, modern appearance on the exterior of the building. So pros of the standing seam metal as opposed to the other three: it has exceptional longevity. So a standing seam roof can last up to 50 years or even more if it's well maintained. They're low maintenance and require minimal upkeep. They're very energy efficient and they're aesthetically pleasing. So a metal roofing system, especially standing seam one, is going to come in a variety of colors and options. Some cons of the standing seam metal roofing systems: they have a high initial cost, so metal is by far going to be the most expensive of the three options that we've talked about today. It can be noisy if it's not well insulated, which can additionally add more cost, so in rainfall, snow, hail. Additionally, these metal roof systems can be dented, like if you get a hailstorm or some heavy snow, they can be dented or imprinted on. So even though the roof system overall will hold up for a really long time, they're subject to, deformation, whereas an elastic roof like a TPO or a PVC might be able to deform and return to its original shape a lot easier. A standing seam metal roof is typically going to run you anywhere from $10 to $28 a square foot for materials and installation. Hopefully this information can be helpful when you're weighing your options for your next commercial roof or flat roof installation or replacement. Thanks a bunch.